What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to easily shiny hunt Gyarados and a couple other Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel and enjoy these types of videos, please subscribe and also like the video. I really appreciate it, and consider joining the Pan Fam today. Now, this spot we have covered in the past, actually in 2 different videos. But Jane from the Discord community and from the YouTube community told me about the best spot for Gyarados, and I realized this was a spot I covered, but I just didn't do the Gyarados here. So if you want to get shiny Gyarados, then this is going to be the video for you. So to begin, we are going to these stones over here, right? This is like right next to like the autumn area right here. So you want to get over to the stones. And of course, you're going to need your ride Pokemon to be able to surf. So we're going to do, so we're going to go head directly across the water onto this rock right here. Now on this rock, you can see a bunch of cool Pokemon, and we have covered in a previous video that you can get Veluza, you can get Skrelp here exclusively in Pokemon Scarlet. You can also get Cloyster here as well. So there's a bunch of cool hunts that you can get, but we can get Gyarados here as well. Now this spot is a little bit tricky. You want to be over here, pretty much like where I am right here. And then you want to hit save. The reason why we save our game, like always, is what if you make a mistake, you don't get the shiny in 30 minutes, you make a mistake on the sandwich, and you can reload this safety save, and you didn't waste any of your resources. Now that we have our save here, you want to reposition and then set up a picnic. If it says you can't set up a picnic, just make sure you get more into the middle of the rock, and then you can move yourself forward once you have the sandwich actually going. Now, because Gyarados is a water and flying type Pokemon, we're going to use a flying type sandwich because it is the only flying type Pokemon that spawns in this area. Surprisingly, there is no Wattrel, Kilowattrel, or Pelipper here, so this is going to be a phenomenal isolated shiny hunt. Now, there's multiple recipes to do this, but I'm going to go with the shortcut method, which is going to be 1 prosciutto and double salty. But you can also do triple prosciutto, a cucumber, and a pickle, and a couple other ingredients as well if you want to do it that way too. And there we have it, sparkling title encounter level 3 for flying type Pokemon, and ready to begin this hunt. So this is going to be a relatively easy hunt. We're going to have Gyarados spawning in front of us, and to our left and to our right. And we're going to be able to get 15 spawns of Gyarados. As you can see, we pretty much have like 15 spawns already. They spawn in really fast and quick. Now, if you get this message, you know, you want to step back a little bit. You want to be as close as possible to the edge without getting this message. You may need to move to the left a little bit too. So there you go. It's a little bit finicky. That's probably the hardest part about this spot, is the actual picnic reset. But because Gyarados actually is so big, it doesn't matter too much on this particular hunt. But this is going to be pretty simple. If you have the shiny sandwich and the shiny charm, I can imagine this taking like a sandwich or 2, especially how fast these spawns are coming in. And of course, if you didn't know, if you never got the free shiny Gyarados from Pokemon Gold and Silver, Crystal back in the day, or Heart Gold, Soul Silver, shiny Gyarados is going to be right. So it's going to be super obvious. So, you know, this is a pretty passive hunt. You just like, okay, wait like 15 seconds. Okay, I don't see a shiny Gyarados. All right, hit that picnic and just keep on going. And eventually, you're going to get yourself a shiny Gyarados. Now, if only I wish that shiny Magikarp was as easy as this Gyarados hunt, then I would definitely have a video on that too. And literally within 7 minutes, we got our shiny Gyarados. Guys, if you have the shiny charm and a shiny sandwich, this is going to be super fast. But even without one of those, I think you could probably get it because the spawns are so quick here. It's actually really impressive how quick these are. But there we go. We got a sort of smallish shiny Gyarados, but look at that. Looking like an absolute beauty of a Pokemon. I'm in love with it for sure. Don't know why it zoomed in on its body for the shiny sparkles. Obviously, we're going to have to redo that for the thumbnail here. But there you go. Watch out. These are high level for sure. So you definitely want to bring in a good false swiper, or maybe get lucky with the quick ball here. But, you know, let's cover the other Pokemon just in case you didn't see the other videos. Let's cover the other Pokemon you can get in this spot real quick too. Now, our next hunt is going to be for Skrelp, which is a Pokemon Scarlet exclusive. So you cannot do this in Pokemon Violet. But if you do have Scarlet, we're going to be making a poison type sandwich because it is a poison and water type. Yes, its evolved form is poison and dragon. So you could do a dragon type sandwich if you just want Dragalge. But, you know, you get Dragalge and Skrelp with a poison type. So I just think this is a better hunt overall. So we're just going to use 1 set of noodles here and 2 salties. But the long way is going to be 3 green bell peppers with a Pickle, Cucumber, and pretty much any 2 salty Herba Mystica. And there we go, a sparkling title encounter for poison type Pokemon, and ready to begin this hunt. So this is a harder hunt than the Gyarados for sure, in the sense that you're gonna get 3 cluster spawns, which is really nice, but the shiny is not as obvious as a bright red Gyarados, so it can be a little bit hard to see him. But I'll say this, Dragalge is gonna be much more obvious than the Skrelp. It's gonna have like much more of a green color pattern in it. I mean, when you see the other Dragalge and then you see the shiny, you're gonna know the shiny for sure. Now the Skrelp is a little bit harder. It is more of a purple shiny, so you will notice it for sure, but it's one of those where it's like, it'll be easier to notice once you actually do see it. And you can see the images above to actually prove it. But yeah, this is just one of those hunts where it's like your positioning matters a lot. If your positioning's off and you get a lot to the left or a lot to the right, and you definitely don't really want too many to the left, then you may have to move around a little bit. And yeah, hopefully we'll get this one within a sandwich or 2. As you can see, this time I only got 2 over there, so it's not always a full 15. Now for our next shiny hunt, we're going to be going for one of the most annoying Pokemon that you can get in both versions of the game, which is going to be Veluza, and we're going to be using a Psychic type sandwich. So a Psychic type sandwich is going to be a onion and a double salty, but of course you can do triple onion and pretty much any 2 Herba Mystica with a Cucumber and Pickle too. And there we go, we got Sparkling Title and Counter Power level 3 for Psychic type Pokemon, and ready to begin this hunt. So Veluza is going to be much more similar to how Gyarados worked, where you're going to get 15 spawns super fast and super quick, which is always a godsend when it comes to something like this. Of course, it depends on your exact positioning. I would say Gyarados is probably a little bit quicker than the Veluzas for some reason, even though Gyarados has a much bigger sprite overall. But, you know, it's one of those where you just keep resetting, and you have the Shiny Sandwich and Shiny Charm. You'll eventually get one of these pretty quickly. Now, Shiny Veluza is very obvious. This is going to be a green shiny instead of that purple. It's going to be that bright neon green. And the best part about this hunt is you don't have to touch the water until the shiny actually appears. And of course, I do actually recommend for a lot of these Pokemon that can potentially hurt themselves is to use a save before you encounter the shiny, just in case you false swipe them and bring them down to 1 HP, and then you're going to be good to go. So there you go. That's how you get Shiny Veluza. And for our last good shiny hunt in this spot, which is going to be for Pokemon Scarlet, is going to be Cloyster with an Ice type sandwich. Now, if you're in Pokemon Violet and you try this, you will get Cloyster, and you can also get SQ with this, so keep that in mind. But I personally do not have Violet, so let me know in the comment section below how good the SQ spot here is, because I'm actually really interested when I eventually can shiny hunt in my Violet copy. But for an Ice type sandwich, the shortcut is going to be using a cloth stick with double salty, or you can use 3 cloth sticks, a Cucumber and a Pickle, and 2 Herba Mystica, and you'll be good to go. There we go, Sparkling Title Encounter level 3 for Ice type Pokemon, and ready to begin this hunt. So the Cloyster is a little bit interesting because it is an isolated spawn that appears. However, it spawns underwater for the most part, which is pretty funny. But the thing about the shiny is, yes, it is like a really dark blue color, but you can actually notice it while it's underwater. This is sort of like, it's sort of funny how this actually ends up being one of the easier shiny hunts you can do in this location, because yes, you can't, you know, see it perfectly, but you just got to look for the Cloyster that doesn't look like the others, because it is so vibrant of a dark blue, like a royal blue color. But sometimes they'll prop up over the water. It's just one of those where it's like, okay, just look for the one that is different. And that is going to be our last good shiny hunt for this location in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And I hope this video was really helpful for you. And if it was, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider becoming a member today. And of course, if you know any other good locations, please let me know in Discord. Send me a message or let me know in the comment section below, and I may make a video on it like I did with Jane here, who helped me out about telling me about the Gyarados in this spot, which I never would have thought of myself. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Peace out.